Hello there and welcome to Concept Hunter. Today's subject is Nothing to Hide, a game with such a powerful theme that it even goes into the development of the game itself. So we have an anti-stealth game where you are your own watchdog and you essentially have nothing to hide. We'll see that in a second, how it goes into the entire world building here and the gameplay itself. But I have to mention this, it goes into the development of the game itself. It is being crowdfunded right now, so it's sort of by the people, for the people. We need your support to finish this game so you can back it up right now. But the development also has this theme, so they have nothing to hide. The entire game is completely open source. All of the assets in terms of the art, in terms of the music, you can take it and do whatever you want with it. It's completely uncopyrighted, and that's something rather remarkable, and that I felt that I really have to mention and showcase. Other than the powerful concept that we have here, the theme of the game is so powerful, it goes into development. That's so unique to me as a game designer myself. So let's get started and look at the actual gameplay, and then talk a little bit about how I see this progressing and for a full game, and just a couple of things that I found that I dislike about the game, but very, very minor things. So we're going to press play as an HTML5. I left the music on just a little bit, so hopefully you can hear it. If not, too bad. And we get a little bit of exposition. It's the wall. We get all kinds of kind of social media, okay? And it's Poppy Gardner. Scroll down, or the keys, or scroll down with the mouse. So Poppy Gardner, these are like pictures, I guess. And we see this guy, George Gardner. Poppy? Hey sweetie, please don't be sad. It's really hurting my popularity ranking. The first unsecret ballot election is coming up. It's very important to Daddy's career, so I need you to post more happy pictures of yourself to the wall. At least 400 per day, okay? Please, Poppy, I don't want the voters to think I'm a bad parent. And then, well, good night. Hashtag daddy-daughter moment. So we immediately see the very powerful social media, social network feel and everything, really, the theme here, very powerfully. And then we get to see Poppy herself with a very distinct art style. She has a huge head, tiny body, only one eye, and we get to see her with kind of like, we immediately feel the anxiety and sadness and fear and depression maybe that's apparent into here. We instantly connect with her over our current world with the internet and how social networks happen. This is a very powerful parody of all that. I have to get out of here. Dad will be better off without me. His popularity metrics, TM, too. And we get to see, this is an HTML5 kind of way, where you have a foreground and a background, and you kind of get to see things move. Some people hate it. I really like it. I think it works very, very well. It feels very correct here. And this is, the way that it happens here is incredibly powerful. The art is just really wonderfully done, where we see her climb down, then she falls, then she kind of picks herself up and holds her hand, and you immediately get connected to the character. Immediately, at least for me. I feel that it's very powerful. And then we could actually start playing the game. You can play with the mouse. I'm going to be using the keyboard as it's more comfortable for me, but both options exist, which is absolutely lovely. So let's see what the game is about. Walking, a form of low-tech transportation. The arrow keys or the mouse. Nobody needs me. And everything, notice how everything is social media. So Poppy posted just now. Guess I'm running away to Canada then. Smile for the camera. Always stay inside or at least one eye. Hiding is criminal. Only criminals have something to hide. Scroll down for narrow path, shift key, or mouse. Move mouse slowly. So we can actually press the shift key in order to move a little bit slower. What I found is that this is unnecessary. Okay, you can see here, before we talk about that though, you can see here that this is the area where I'm not visible, and this is the area where I am visible. So let's see what happens when I am not visible, okay? No eye can actually see me, and it starts beeping, okay? It starts beeping, everything gets red, and what happens is that we slow down automatically. So we can slow down whenever we want to with the shift key, but I never found myself using it. Why? Because the only time where I need to move slowly is when I'm not visible and I need to maneuver correctly so that I'll get back into vision. And when I get in that state, you automatically slow down, which is the correct thing to do. So I never use my toggle of the ability to move slowly myself. I never need to use it because you do it for me in the only instance where I need it, which is when I get out. So the shift key is kind of, seems to me unnecessary. I might be wrong here. There might be a good need for it, especially in later levels, what you have in your head that I can't see because I played the entire demo, but it's only a demo. It might be good at some cases, but right now as it stands, when I need it, you slow down automatically, so there's no need for it whatsoever. Continue world building. We get the Poppy Gardener. Posted 4 days ago. Thank you for 4 billion followers. I'm so happy. Vote for my dad in the unsecret ballot. I'm so happy. Yes, and we can see her, how she's not really that happy, is she? So let's get into actual gameplay. Moving eyes. Thank you for participating in your own surveillance to pick up or drop space key or click. So I'm gonna actually die here because I haven't done it so far. Well, I say die. It's not really die. If I get out and I'm too far out, I'll get shot with tranquilizer darts. You know, they don't kill you, they just shoot you with tranquilizer darts so they can subdue you and control you. Again, the theme is incredibly powerful here. Why would they kill you when they could just subdue you? So you need to move the eyes yourself. I'm just gonna do it a little bit and go through a couple of levels just to see how the gameplay progresses here. This is a puzzle game. Okay, it does have, oh, I picked that up and I couldn't be seen, so, oh, that's wrong. I need to make sure that, okay, yeah, I didn't screw myself up completely. I don't think it's possible to screw yourself up completely, but it might be possible. I have to make sure that you don't do this. It is a puzzle game, okay? You do have execution here, but not a lot of execution. Most of it is finding how to solve the case. A puzzle is something that has a dominant strategy. Only one full dominant strategy. Oh, there's Daddy's campaign post, look at my smile. He disciplined me when my smile didn't look genuine enough. Protector, Patriot, Pop, Vote Gardener with your unsecret ballot. So this is a puzzle game, which means that once you know the solution, you know the solution. So you're kind of done once you know the solution. There isn't too much of execution here. There is a little bit, so sometimes it feels like, okay, you just gotta execute this correctly. It does exist, but mostly it is a puzzle game, and that's perfectly fine. This is just an observation. It's not something bad or good. This is just how the game is, and that's okay. It means that there's less replayability, but I'm assuming you'll have various tools and a lot of progression in terms of to create levels, and especially if you're going to allow players to create levels themselves, you'll have infinite replay value because there'll be infinite levels. So that's a great thing. We're going to reach the exit here, and we're going to continue with the world building here. I'm losing my words today. Watch what you say. We get watch what you say. This should be fine. Watch what you say. Watch what you hear. And hold on, I'm going to put this over here. Then put this over here, and we get to see watch what you watch. So this is, I wonder if these laws against upsetting people upset people. It's kind of nice how we get through the world, we see all these things pop up and take notice in how you should act and how you should live in this world, and Poppy responding to these things, again, support character building as well as world building, which are two very important things. So I'm going to continue here. I think that should be able to make it. Yeah, I should. I did make it. I'm gonna put this over here, and you're gonna put over here. I'm gonna take you, and we should be fine right there. Then we get one more, and the level is done here. We go down, and we get to even see. Oh, place this down. Remember to be popular, pretty, and patriotic. How else can you measure your self-worth? So the social media, the social networking, the lack of privacy, the lack of secrecy in our world, the world that we live in currently, this is a huge parody on everything, and we see it absolutely everywhere. The theme is incredibly powerful, and that is an attribute of a good game, okay? Of a wonderful game where the theme is very powerful, and you can see it in absolutely anything, anywhere about the game. That's a great thing. So, keep you safe. The ministry keeps secrets, especially yours. Safe from what? That's a secret. Do not ask back. So again, the complete lack of any privacy, any secrecy whatsoever. And here we get to talk a little bit about progression. We get to see moving platforms. Okay, and the moving platform here walks, make it, okay. So it moves along. This is a very simple thing. Sidewalk, a revolutionary new way, slide walk, excuse me. A revolutionary new way to avoid using your legs. Yay! You just don't need to do anything, you just need to just live. Okay, so it even goes into that. Even the game elements themselves everything goes into the theme, and that is very, very powerful and very well done, well made here. I wonder if I'm my own watchman, am I hiding from myself? That's an interesting question that she raises here, and she puts up. So we're kind of, I guess we're gonna do like one more level or so, and yeah, that caused myself to die. And in terms of progression, there's, I think, one more thing, that there's eyes that move only when they see you. Then the sidewalks, they move specific sidewalks, okay? So you have to be visible to those eyes in order for the sidewalk to move. That's in terms of progression. There's clearly a lot more to do in terms of progression. There's a lot more that you could think about, but this is just a demo of 10 levels. The actual game will have a ton more, so I'm really pleased with the progression so far, and clearly there's a ton more that you could do. I'm assuming we'll get that. What is my only problem with the game? My only problem with the game is that sometimes it feels, I wonder why I'm using so many ellipses and question marks. I don't know. My biggest problem with the game right now is the feedback that I get is not sufficient for me. Okay? Specifically in this, oh, just kind of killed myself. The feedback that I get here, okay, where I see where I'm visible and where I'm not visible. You can see here in this specific area, it is not enough. I don't get enough feedback, and I don't know exactly where I'm visible and where I'm not visible, and this leads to deaths that don't feel mine. They feel that the game killed me. Okay, I didn't actually know, so the game killed me. The game's at fault, and that's something that you never ever want to do. In this level specifically, I played it a couple of times and kind of failed at it a couple of times, and then the skip level button really beckoned, and I actually clicked it, and I never finished this level properly myself. I never did. Okay? The fact that there's a skip level here is a wonderful thing, but it's also a terrible thing. You never want to have a skip level. I'm assuming it's there only because it's a demo, but the fact that I clicked it is a very bad thing. You don't want to have a skip level button because you don't want the players to ever need it. If they want to keep playing, they're going to keep playing this level. And if I die, I should feel like I died because I did something wrong, because I played badly, not because the game killed me, and that's what I felt. And that, I think, the only reason, I might be wrong here, but the main reason for me was the lack of feedback, okay? The current system of seeing where you're visible and where you're not is not sufficient. There has to be more. There has to be more here. Outside of that, I don't think I have anything bad to say about the game. I love the theme. I love how it goes to every facet of the game. I'm looking forward to seeing more of this world. It's called Nothing to Hide. You could back it up right now. It's being completely crowdfunded. As far as the Newgrounds game, at least, this is again up on Newgrounds, but you could play the game on the website itself. I'll put it down in the links in the description below. Nutcase Nightmare did the programming, and Halcyonic Falcon X did the music. I hope I read his name correctly. It's called Nothing to Hide. It's a wonderful game. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.